Okay, I want to encourage you to think about when you're given exam questions, that the questions you're typically given, you've seen them before. If you've been doing, what we say, your due diligence in a study department, you've seen it before. I've seen this question before too. Someone says, where'd you see this one? Let me just go back over it. I'm not saying it's the same one, by the way, but we've seen it, right? Now, the problem with seeing things, if you didn't understand them, seeing them a second time around, you may not recognize it, but it looks just like 20. The only difference is I got a 10, now they got 11 over there, whatever. Let's go back to it. So really, I would, do basically the same thing I did before. I'd probably write down V1, that's 10 over, 1. I'd probably write down V2, just get a feel for it. 10 over 1, 10 over 2. Probably write down V3, what would that be? 10 over 1, 10 over 2, 10 over 3. And I got an idea what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is, in general, what does Vn look like? Well, let's write that down. So I'd write down, I'm sorry, this is UN. I think of the prior problem. What's that going to look like? Well, it's going to look like, 10 over 1, 10 over 2, 10 over 3. I'm already tired. Bum, bum, bum. I eventually get to 10 over 10. Then I get to 10 over 11, 10 over 12. Getting tired again. Yada, yada, yada. Put the last two terms down. I shouldn't say terms, factors. 10, 10, n minus 1. All right? So what do I know? In the beginning, I got this thing over here, which I know is a finite number. And I call it C. All right? Now, where's that written down? That's written right over here. So I'm going to say this beginning part is that finite number. And then I look at, this second part to the problem, this over here. And what do I know about every single factor that I just highlighted there? They're all smaller than 1. So what do I know about this guy over here? That this guy here is going to be this. Whoops, sorry about that. It's going to be less than C, which is this, number over here. Let me put this down again. This C. And these numbers here, all these factors are smaller than 1, so it's going to be less than or equal to this over here. All right? Okay. What do you do now? Squeeze theorem. And I look at the limit. All right, limit of what? Well, I know that the UN is greater than or equal to 0, and it's less than or equal to this over here. Squeeze theorem, limit of the top one, fairly simple, it's 0. Limit of the bottom one, that's a constant, that's also 0. What do I know? The limit of UN is 0. Sequence converges. Thank you.